I do want to get to this move from Josh because we made a big deal when you bought Netflix, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Now we're going to make a big deal when you sold it.
Okay.
Why'd you do it?
It's not that big a deal.
It's a big deal for me.
I'll play along. Believe it or not, this one actually worked, which was a rarity for 2022. So I bought in the mid-200s. I had expected to be in it longer, but in the environment that we're in, it's very, very early in Q4 earnings season right now. We really don't know how companies are going to be treated when they report. I actually think Netflix will have a good report. I just don't feel comfortable with what the reaction might be. And I could be dead wrong. So make sure that you understand exactly what I'm saying. I would not be telling people don't own Netflix ahead of earnings. I personally don't feel like it. The thing that I think will be make or break for this particular quarter, we're really going to have to get more detail on the launch of the advertising platform. They let the press run wild with some stories. There were some analysts who came out after 6 weeks and said it was already a flop. A lot of stupid stuff, and Netflix didn't say much back. I think this should be the opportunity where they set the record straight, because I believe the ad platform ultimately will be successful, and I think they did a very good job at keeping expectations tame. The second thing is they really should crow about their programming successes that they've had in the fourth quarter. This show Wednesday is a runaway global hit. I think it was their second biggest show ever. They had billions and billions of hours of watch time for this program all over the world. They have to do a better job differentiating themselves from the other streaming services. Let's all remember, this is the only profitable streaming service that exists currently. They are a cash-producing streaming service, and they have monster hits, and they should be getting more credit, not less. So why am I selling it? The stock is up a lot.
Stock's up 39% in
above
3
its
months.
200-day.
Okay.
Almost none of these companies are. It had a 99% rebound off its low, though, Judge. Arguably, even if they have good things to say, I can envision a scenario where they sell the news, and I get another crack at this thing below 300.
So,
if that happens, that'll be great.
You're not the only one who's obviously concerned about where Netflix is. Obviously, it's had this big move after a big pullback. Barclays today says Q4 sub growth seems to be trending below guide. We believe recent Netflix stock outperformance is largely a function of investor positioning rather than any fundamental change in growth narrative or expectations. Goldman today reiterates their sell.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah, I want you to.
We have to stop with the sub growth. It's enough. It's gigantic. It has more subs than it should have, quite frankly. This is not a sub growth story anymore. Now it's about how much money can they make from all of the subs that they have and all of the fake subs that aren't yet paying them. We have to, like Apple conditioned the street, stop talking about iPhone sales. Stop talking about sub growth already. It's huge. The same way we don't talk about Facebook Meta sub growth anymore. It's now profits. What are the profits of this business?
And that is exactly what Reed Hastings said.
Yes,
I believe it was
right.
after the last earnings report. Stop focusing on subs. Focus on the profitability of the subs we're getting and the ones that we have.
It's a mature business. Where are you going to get new subs from next year? Jupiter? Like, at a certain point, you run out of people. So now you've got tens of millions of people using Netflix for free. How do we get them to pay a number that they're comfortable with? Now we've got hundreds of millions of people watching Netflix. What is the advertising revenue potential from that? And what other ways can we take this incredible network effect business and amplify the profits? Enough already with the sub growth. It's not the story. Yes, of course, we want net positive sub growth, but that should not be the thing that has this stock up or down 50% over the course of a year. We've got to change. It's a mature business. We have to change the narrative here.
You know, this sort of a trend of what we're seeing, Jim, of last year's losers or laggards bouncing to start the year. Here's interesting from Bespoke today. 2022's two biggest losers in the Dow, Salesforce and Intel, have bounced the most in 2023. The 8 Dow stocks that are currently down year to date were up an average of 10.5% in 22. The 9 Dow stocks up 5% so far in 23. We're down an average of 25.8% in 2022. So the trend is interesting, the reversal, at least, and it's obviously early. I just wonder if it's time to do what Josh is doing and take a look around to see what was bad that bounced and now whether you should bounce from owning the stock.
So I think there's an inherent question in what you're asking, which is this just a snapback from tax loss selling at the end of the year? Which did happen. I mean, a lot of stocks that were down on the year just got absolutely pummeled in December. You mentioned a couple, Salesforce and Intel. I'll mention a couple that are in my portfolio that I believe in that got clobbered in December and are bouncing back nicely in the first couple of weeks this year. That's Paramount and Cleveland Cliffs. So the question is this: is it just tax loss selling and a little snapback, or is there something fundamental going on here? Unfortunately, well, look, in the two that I mentioned in my portfolio, I believe there are fundamental reasons to say that they are undervalued, but it comes down to the earnings reports and what they say is going on. So unfortunately, I can't answer that question right now, but I will say that the tax loss selling really knocked a lot of these stocks down way below what I think their fair value should be. So maybe if you look at something like Paramount, it's up whatever it is, 15, 20% in the first couple of weeks. Yeah, maybe you don't buy it right here, but you do recognize that it got oversold.